welcome to another episode of Football Bloods TV. I'm Sabesh Manmathan. Today we'll be looking at some hot topics across game week 28 in English Premier League. Do subscribe to the channel if you love the content. Let's straight away go into the action. Boom. The first game of the week started with Newcastle and Aston Villa, and it ended stalemate with 2 goals, 1 apiece, and Aston Villa without Grealish is a completely different team. We can see how much Grealish is important to the team, but they are still striving well. In fact, I think they have game in hands for them to actually move upwards. Who knows, they might go into the European League next year, we never know. So yeah, that's how that game done. Next one was an early kickoff between Leeds and Chelsea, and this was actually a surprising scoreline because Leeds were one of the most attacking threat in this whole league. With most of their games had been not goalless, but this game it is. And Tuchel again, he did his job well, and Chelsea managed to hold their defensive line very well. And looking at the way they actually formed this whole squad, it was looking like Kai Havertz, he played the false 9 role, while Bamford took some knock on his knee, I believe, and the things were not really exciting, but there was a lot of talking points in terms of the missing chances, and Leeds actually took the job. They did the job well done, and they deserve to actually have a lead. But Chelsea, in fact, they had their chances as well. A disappointing scoreline to see a goalless draw. This is between Crystal Palace and West Bromwich Albion, which ended in a 1-0 win for Crystal Palace. First of all, I think it's over for West Brom. I think they will be following Sheffield United to the championship again next year. I'm just waiting. They are just waiting for the time it is going to happen. I think with another few number of games left, I think it's pretty done for West Brom. But the whole talking point in this match was, before the game started, every player regarding the Black Lives Matter, they had all been respecting the whole idea of it. But Wilfried Zaha refuses to take the knee, and his main point was because even though all these efforts that are being taken regarding these racisms and everything, things were not really changing yet, and Zaha refused to take the knee. And Zaha should also know that everyone out there is with him. We respect his decision, and we really hope that all this racism and everything should end, and there should be an ending for this discrimination. Another surprising game scoreline was actually Everton and Burnley. Going to Goodison Park, I really thought Burnley might be having some struggle, but wow, they have massive 3 points which may secure themselves from being relegated. It's a very big 3 points against Everton, who has been in form. And Everton, on the other hand, they had a goal, Calvert-Lewin, and we thought, oh, the comeback is coming, but no. Burnley managed to step up. In fact, the goal that was caught by McNeil, my god, how sweet was that, man? That was sublime goal, which is, I don't know, it should be there as one of the goal of the season. But it's not yet the goal of the season until we go to the upcoming topics. Who beat Liverpool? I was actually looking forward to this game because I thought Fulham might stop City in some way, perhaps, but no, City is just way too good. And it's a 3-0 victory away from home for City, and I have nothing much to say. They are already champions. They're just waiting to clinch the title and trying to break more records. And yeah, nothing much I can say about this game. It was a 3-0 comfortable victory for Manchester City. Now, Southampton and Brighton. That's another game where actually give Brighton another hope, because Brighton, Burnley, Fulham are one of those who might be joining Sheffield and West Brom. Who knows? So yeah, and it's a vital 3 points for Brighton, who actually got the victory against Southampton away from home. 2-1 victory for Brighton, and it's a sweet one. So Burnley and Brighton, they're doing pretty well at the moment. Well, the player of the week goes to Iheanacho from Leicester City, who scored a hat-trick against Sheffield United. I don't know what to say. Sheffield, they had a remarkable good first season in the Premier League, and the second season started very badly for them, and now they are managerless. Chris Wilder, who has left the club, so they are actually managerless, and losing 5-0 to Leicester is not something to be surprised of. In fact, Sheffield United, the way they are playing, it looks like they are just waiting for the season to end, waiting to go back and rebuild back and come back to the Premier League. Hopefully it will turn out well for them, because they had been one of the club who people never expect them to be where they were last season, and this season just went wrong as usual. Second season syndrome. And Leicester, on the other hand, they did well. Iheanacho with 3 lovely goals. And yeah, Leicester is also chasing their spot. I think it's pretty secured for them in the Champions League spot, but it's not over until it's over, man. Well, yes, Leicester had their victory, but Manchester United looks to have secured the second spot for me. I think yeah, we are well in the Champions League next season, but I'm not going to go too high, because we were in the Champions League this season and then we dropped to the Europa League. I just hope that United now just try to secure something this season. It's considered to be a progressive season under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. If you compare to last season, we were third last season, now we are second. We might go third, or I don't know, but there's a lot of progressive way if you see the way it goes, because we actually secured our it looks like, I can say, like, I'm confident that we have secured our spot to the top 4, because yeah, if you see the points, United looks to be comfortable in that second spot, and Leicester City is just right behind with Chelsea and Everton and Liverpool and West Ham. But we beat West Ham, who I thought didn't step up for the game, and it looks like Jesse Lingard had been tremendously good, and because it was his parent club and he couldn't play, I don't know, West Ham was not as what we expected to them to be. But United, on the other hand, we just have to keep going, and hopefully Ole will be trying harder, and the board might back him up, hopefully, for the next season. So let's see how United is going to end, but they still have a lot to play for, and let's see how they are going to excel in the remaining of the season. And Liverpool, on the other hand, had a victory as well, but looking at the game, I think Wolves deserved that penalty. If you watch the game, you would know that I feel that is a penalty. And yeah, regardless, I don't want to go into VAR every single time. Every single time I do a podcast or a video, VAR had been my main topic, VAR. Every single game week there is issues regarding VAR, and I'm not going to talk about that. But Liverpool were comfortable. Looks like Diogo Jota, who came in scoring against them, and Fabinho, who is playing in the defensive midfielder, finally is proving to be Liverpool's comeback again. They are still chasing for the top 4, but I'm not sure with all the games and the teams who are fighting for top 4, it looks a bit hard. But you never know, it's Liverpool, and let's see how they are going to finish. While I think Wolves is in mid-table, they might finish mid-table this season. They wasn't impressive at all, and I think Rui Patricio had a concussion. They just had one with Jimenez, I think, in the game against Arsenal, who is still out injured, and I think the keeper Rui Patricio in Liverpool's game the other day, He actually had a concussion. Hopefully he's doing well regardless. I don't know what team he can be. Injuries like this, we really hope that footballers and whoever that is in that game turn out to be happy and they are willing to come back and be stronger from their injuries. The game of the week goes to the North London derby between Arsenal and Spurs. My word, what a game. And Jose Mourinho done it again. He bottled it, man. Like, really Spurs. When I watched that game, first Aubameyang didn't play, and it's because he missed the team talk. The captain of the club missed an important team talk which is right before the game, which caused him to actually not being played. Well done to Mikel Arteta. That is how it should be. If Aubameyang was still playing in that game despite of his disciplinary action, then it's not fair for the players, and this might repeat on other players and it can cause some other issues. So Mikel Arteta, I believe he had done the right thing there to drop off Aubameyang, and he looks pissed, man. He looks super pissed. And on the other side, he was actually being replaced by Lacazette on the front row. Arsenal fans, really, Lacazette, he did well. He missed a couple of chances, man. He missed a couple of chances. And then even the penalty given by Sanchez, my word, Sanchez, if he would have not tackled Lacazette, I think the game would have ended 1-1. And on the other side, Arsenal were with the clear chances. Jose Mourinho just started sitting back, waiting for them to come and just counter, which is not how Spurs had been playing all the while. Then why did he do it? I'm not sure. Whenever it comes to big games, typical Jose Mourinho comes out. As a United fan, I know this will happen. And Mourinho's time to be a special one, I don't think it's working anymore. I think it's dinosaurs, whatever that he's thinking of. And on the other side, congratulations to Mikel Arteta. He became the first Arsenal manager to not let Spurs win 3 in a row, I believe. And looking at the goal, so remember when I said that McNeil's goal was one of the goal of the season, but Lamela, what a strike, man. Rabona right before halftime, a ball from Reguilon, and then Reguilon to Lucas Moura straight to him, a small touch, and then a Rabona with his left foot straight into the right corner of Leno. And that was a beauty of a goal. Regardless what fan you accept for Arsenal fan, that was a superb goal. And that just got knocked out immediately with Matt Doherty. What are you doing, man? Like, he had been having a very terrible season in Spurs. I don't know, but his defending isn't up to mark. All Arsenal's attack were mostly on the left side by Kieran Tierney, and also who's the other one on the left? Smith Rowe. Yeah. So these two had been banging in again and again on the left, and Matt Doherty and Gareth Bale himself was nowhere to be found. I don't know what were they doing. And then the ball got deflected, and Odegaard had a chance to score, and he scored, and it's deflected up to Alderweireld's leg. And then the second half, we thought Spurs will come back out. They'll start playing again. If Mourinho actually took the chances and play, I believe Arsenal wouldn't be such a team. In the way they played that day, yes, they were controlling the ball, and it's just because Spurs were just holding back. They were not playing at all. So it just creates more space for Arsenal to do more counters. Finally, they had the penalty. And after the penalty, there's another incident, man. Lamela got a red card. The referee showed Lamela what color North London is. Seriously, you know you are in a yellow card. Is that a necessary Is that a necessary elbow? A fist or an elbow to Tierney? No, I don't think that's necessary, man. And I don't know. So yeah, so the moment Lamela went off, that's when Spurs switched on. I don't know what happened. Like in when they were having 11 men on the field, they were playing like holding back and all. And then at the final moment, suddenly they were on fire. Harry Kane, he hit the post. My fantasy points were gone. And then Harry Kane, before the post, he actually scored a header, and then it was offside. And then he hit the post on a free kick. And then Thomas Partey had been, I don't know, he had been quite tired ever since the 80 minute. He had been missing balls, and Arsenal started again doing some mistakes around there. Spurs just couldn't utilize the whole thing. Kane was trying. Kane from the beginning of the game up to 80 minutes, he was nowhere to be found. All of a sudden, Harry Kane became Harry Kane, trying out everything, and end of the day, Arsenal won. And that's why I say North London is still red. And some of the fans will not agree, saying that yes, Spurs, they are still on top, they are still good and everything. Easy. Mourinho came in, what did they win? Nothing. Spurs, the biggest thing they have achieved is the Champions League final, while Arsenal, even in their weak season, they still won the FA Cup last season. So North London is red, man. So that's all about this week's topics, and I hope you enjoy this podcast. Do let us know in the comment section what you think, or who you think should receive the goal of the season. Is it McNeil or Lamela? I believe everyone will say Lamela's goal was terrific. And what is your comment on Wilfried Zaha's kneel? He's not kneeling down. I believe that's the right decision. I mean, that's depending on him, whether he wants to see it or not. It's not a wrong thing or a right thing to say. And yes, do check out our page. And until the next time, do subscribe to Football Blast TV. Take care.